Let's be honest, the Founding Fathers get all the credit. We are taught that their great gifts are liberty and freedom, but the truth is they do not give everyone freedom and rights. That came much later when the seeds were planted by our founding mother, Abigail Adams, later brought Adams the second president of the United States. Abigail was born on November 11, 1744 in Weymouth, Massachusetts, and was influenced at a young age by her progressive minister father and mother. Later, she was introduced to writing and literature by Richard Cranch, a family friend. Cranch believed that all girls should receive education equal to boys. He tried informally to provide that education for Abigail. This idea later propelled Abigail to use her influence with her husband to advocate for equal rights for women and blacks. Though her private correspondence and public commentaries, Abigail Adams became known as one of the country's first feminists and equal rights advocates and helped shape the ideas that govern our country today. Abigail Adams wrote many letters to her husband discussing political and personal matters. In those letters, she gave her opinions freely as her husband's equal. In her most famous letter, she asserts, "In the new code of laws, which I suppose it will be necessary for you to make, I desire you would remember the ways, and be more generous and favorable to them than your ancestors. Do not put such unlimited power into the hands of husbands. Remember, all men would be tyrants if they could." When her husband replied that he would laugh at her code of laws, Abigail insisted, "We would not hold ourselves bound by any laws in which we had neither a voice nor representation." Not only did Abigail's letters serve as a female influence in an all-male constitutional Congress, but it also is one of the most often cited examples of early American feminist ideas. While her husband was away at Continental Congress, Abigail assumed daily management of the farm. These responsibilities were seldom overseen by women and were viewed as incapable of making business decisions. But Abigail did just that, even more successfully than her husband had done while he was at home. She bought and sold land, brought goods to the market, oversaw upkeep, and managed all of the farm's finances. She essentially did a man's job better than most men themselves were capable of doing. Perhaps even more importantly, she ran the farm successfully without the use of slaves. She used this to model and promote the idea that farms could be run profitably without slaves, an idea that would undermine the financial argument being put forward by the southern states. She even helped enroll young black boys in school and stood up for those in her community who objected. Abigail died at the age of 73 of typhoid fever. Her last words were, "Do not grieve, my friend, my dearest friend. I am ready to go, and John, it will not be long." She was buried beside her husband at the United States First Parish Church in Quincy, Massachusetts. Although Abigail was not able to change the laws in the 18th century, her ideas lit the fire for feminists and civil rights activists for centuries to come. She led by example in demonstration that women could equal men in politics and business. Her courage to challenge the beliefs of the white male government inspired generations of activists that led to a more truly equal system of law that we have today.